We're back on the couch. Today, I'm going to be giving an update on the DMV Dermatology MPPA group. I talked about it last week in my video and I forgot to give you an update, so we're definitely going to cover that today. I'm also going to talk about the Elite NP's Dermatology and Skincare Cosmetic. Sorry, I thought I saw someone in my yard. Oh, maybe it's just the neighbor. The Elite NP's Dermatology and Skincare Cosmetic course. And I'm going to give you an update on my first ebook, my first dermatology ebook. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Kimberly Madison, a doctoral prepared nurse practitioner, and I use social media to share my journey and to provide it as somewhat of a case study. So many of the things that we encounter as clinicians and even entrepreneurs is not taught in school or in clinical orientation. And I'm just here to share what I'm experiencing and learning to help you along your way, whether you're a student aspiring to get into healthcare, maybe you're in your orientation or rotation, or maybe you're already practicing and you're thinking about transitioning to derm, or you want to stay where you are and you're just derm curious. This space is for you. It's also for you if you support us. So parents, mentors, universities, anyone like that. So welcome to my channel. I'm trying to take advantage of the little bit of sunlight that's left. I do have on some studio lighting. So hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I love coming on YouTube. I have to say, I do share my journey just with like navigating social media. And so now I've been I think I only missed like a couple weeks. So for the most part, I've been pretty consistently coming on here live on the weekends. I'm not consistent with the time that I come on, but I have to say, considering like the fear that is associated with coming on social media, and I think I talked to someone about fear at least once a week, particularly as it pertains to social media, that even in just a short period of time, because I really started investing more in this channel in December during Vlogmas, and even from that time period till now, which is not that long, I have to say, I think I've grown a lot and I'm much more comfortable coming on here. I especially love YouTube. Look at me. I feel like I can just come as I am. And yeah, I think it's just less stressful or less to worry about than like short form videos like Instagram. Like if that has to pretty much be pretty well thought out. And of course, you have a limited time to get it all done. Where I feel like with YouTube, these long form content, it's a little more relaxed. You get a little more leeway. People tend to be a little bit more forgiving, especially if they see the title and they see what you're going to talk about. They know they're going to be, taking their time with you. So whether you're charting or cleaning or doing a million other things while you're listening or watching, welcome. So I do apologize. I didn't get into the DMV Derm group last week, but exciting news. And so if you are new here, I founded the DMV Dermatology MPPA group, which is a private member-only page on Facebook, after two things, and I always like to give them credit. My dear friend and DMPs of Color colleague out in Colorado Springs, Dr. Patrice, she started the Colorado Springs MP page, and there's like over 800 members last I checked. It's always active. Someone posts on there every single day, and I'm part of that group, and I just love what they're sharing on there and how engaged they are in the community. And they also meet in person. So first I saw that, and then when I went to the Sunrise Dermatology conference in October in Florida, a lot of people who attended were local, and I just love this idea that they knew each other, they see each other on a somewhat frequent basis, and I just thought I want some of that. And so when I came back from the conference, I started the group based on my experience in these different private groups. And so there are questions that you have to answer, and that just helps to maintain, a certain level of integrity of the group because it is the internet. And so if you don't answer the questions, you don't get let in, but if you answer the questions, you're more than welcome to join us. And so really excited because after coming back from the Diversity in Dermatology conference, we got invitations for people who want to help us host our first in-person meeting, and we've even been given some ideas. And so I shared them with the group. The group always gets the first notification of ideas that we have or things that are happening locally. And so we have 2 ideas that we're playing around with, and by we, I mean my partner, Joy Green, my partner in this whole kind of planning. She is a PA over here in Maryland, and she also she's a member of DID. She did the Achieve program. She's in the entrepreneurial space, and she's super excited to have met her at the conference. And so now we're going to be working together to put together our first in-person event. So we have 2 ideas that we're playing with. That we're gonna do, like, moving forward. So one is where we get, some providers together, some derm providers, and we have, like, a sponsored dinner because some of our friends are in industry, so they're gonna come and speak about a particular drug. And another idea that we have is, which I'm really excited about, and they're doing this down in Florida, a group of them, what they have are like every quarter they have these grand rounds and they get together and talk about different cases and just talk through them. And so that sounds really exciting. It's a great opportunity to get together in person, enhance our knowledge, find out what other people or other APPs are doing locally. And yeah, just have the opportunity to network and throw around ideas and brainstorm, maybe find new partnerships and birth new ideas. And so yeah, that's exciting. So yeah, more to come. We introduce it to the group just to see who's interested. And the people who are helping us put this together are also going to help market. So I just wanted to kind of bring that to your attention. If you live or practice in the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, or Virginia, and if you're not already a member, you should become a member today. I'll have the link in the bio. It's in every bio, I believe, and or in every description box. And as long as you answer the questions, meet the criteria, you'll be welcomed in. So yeah, that's where everything will be. You'll hear everything firsthand there. And then, yeah, let us know how we can serve you and support you. We're thinking right now that the first event will be mid-May. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We're really excited to just meet everyone in person. Not only do we have like our members who are local, a few people I think well, anyway, we have Dr. Theresa Talens, a dermatology nurse practitioner. She's been in derm for over 10 years. She started the dermatology surgical page, and she is the owner of Pulse, which is her own company that really specializes in suturing and helping you to advance your suturing skills. She's actually preparing to do a workshop at the Society of Dermatology Nurse Practitioners Conference in like less than 2 weeks now. I guess it's next week in South Carolina. So that's exciting for her. She was just invited to the governor's mansion, and she did a webinar for the Society of Dermatology Nurse Practitioners back in the fall, I want to say. And yeah, I'm looking to partner with her to have more events like that with her suturing skills, particularly for our DMB derm group. Because the whole reason I even share this journey is because, like myself, so many of us, decide that we want to transition into derm or try it out, only to realize that our experience as a nurse, regardless of the setting or specialty, is not enough to get hired most of the time because they're looking for derm experience specifically, not just nursing experience, not just provider experience, like derm specific. And so, if you're finding that out and you realize you don't meet those qualifications, it just delays your entry into the specialty because you have to find education and training. And so, certainly, networking in a community like the DMV derm group is going to be wonderful to help advance not only your knowledge, but also your access to information because derm is a small field and a lot of opportunities are not posted online. And certainly when you know someone and I know there's an opportunity, I hit the people up that I know first, right? And they tend to get in first because they're being referred by someone that the organization or company is already familiar with. So networking is super important. But yeah, one of those skills I think if you're trying to, enhance your resume is suturing. And I think so many of us look over that because we just look at that clinical, that like just like the med derm or just like that one set of skills, but the suturing is a big deal too. So I know there's lots of providers, like especially APP providers who only do surgical. So don't overlook that. I'll put her link in the description box too, as well as the Sunrise Conference. I actually just talked to Dr. Patricia Delgado, who organizes that, to get the dates on the conference. I want to say it's October 9th to the 11th. Let me just double check, but I am gonna put that description in the I'm gonna put that link in the description box for you too. So don't worry about that. Sometimes, so this is the whole live format. Love the live format on YouTube. I still need to learn how to hook up my camera to this. Um, so after this post, right, it's available for people to look at, and I can change things in the description box. But what takes a really long time is adding cards and the end chapter. So if you're new to like creating content, especially on YouTube, sometimes people like they'll point up to the the corners because they can put little cards up there. I can put like a playlist, like my nurse practitioner series playlist, or at the end of the video there'll be like, and you can pick how you want it to look and where you want to place. But for instance, like I'll have two boxes here and it'll be two videos, and so I can pick what videos are there. Like maybe I'm trying to promote a certain video, or I can let YouTube say pick the one that's best for the viewer, or pick the one that was the most recent one. It's up to you. But those I can never upload right away. I can never select right away. I always have to wait till like it finishes processing. And sometimes I've gone back like hours later and it's like still processing, even though the video is live. But those things are super important because they allow your I use a what do you call that thing? I guess it's a widget. Extension. I use an extension that it allows you to, it kind of gives your videos like a grade out of 100%, and it gives you ideas to also help increase the grade of your video. So like when I first upload these videos, they're usually about like a 60 something, 60 or 70s. Most times it's 70s. And so it'll give you suggestions on how to change the title, to add the end cards and the playlist. Those will boost up your scores. And also like the first like 200 words in the description box, as long as it includes keywords, that will also help increase your score. It's like little things like that. Even it can give you suggestions for the thumbnail that you use. And so I don't know why I brought that up, but yeah, let me just find out because she just told me. Oh, it's the 11th to the 12th, the Sunrise Derm Conference. And so for that one, I was talking to Theresa about that too. Why is it doing that? We had a suture workshop. It was, I don't know if it was 2 hours, but it was two sessions. And we worked on pig's feet, pig's ear, and there was a piece of fruit in there too, for the suturing. And we got to keep our little kit too, which was really nice. So that's October 11th and the 12th, which is a Friday and Saturday. I happen to be a big fan of those 2-day conferences. I feel like they're not really too hard to like get time off, and to kind of work your schedule around pretty easily. So I really like those. As far as diversity in dermatology goes, we have like a sister group up in Connecticut, the Connecticut Derm. I don't know what they're. I think it's. I don't know if it's MPPA. Yeah, the MPPA, the Connecticut Derm MPPA group, or the Northeastern Conference, which is actually I think next week. It's a big next week. Next week's a big. This is a big season for conferences in general, especially in derm. Um, oh yeah, they're also a 2-day conference. And so my dream is to turn this DMB group into a sister chapter for diversity in dermatology. So um, I watched them. I watched the growth of Sunrise and the Northeastern Conference as like models, right? And so I think starting off with 2 days is like, especially after working with DID, they make it look, people who master something make it look really easy. And so you have to give them a lot of credit for that. But 2 days, especially starting off, I think is really nice. So yeah, that's what we have to look forward to. And so I dropped a new article on the Mahogany Dermatology Blog, reviewing the Elite NP's Dermatology and Skincare Cosmetic course, which is an online course. I did I talk about Elite NP last week? I think I talked about him. I guess maybe I'm thinking about from the Instagram video I made, but the Elite NP was started by Justin Allan, who's a family nurse practitioner, and he created the Elite NP platform, which is huge. His whole mission is to help nurse practitioners uh, find freedom, both financial freedom as well as personal and professional fulfillment. And so, huge on entrepreneurship. He has a number of online courses. The one that I reviewed in particular this week was his Dermatology and Cosmetic Skincare course, which is designed to help you seamlessly integrate derm into your practice, whatever that may be, or to start your own practice. And so I've taken a number of his courses, including marketing and taxes, which I recommend for everyone across the board, especially if you're an entrepreneur, even if you're not an entrepreneur. I think it's just a really valuable course. But he really has done an amazing job. He has wonderful reviews. He's built a huge community. He has really helpful newsletters. His blog is full of rich information. I listen to so many of his podcasts, and he's also, you can find those podcasts on YouTube too. You can listen to that. Um, but yeah, he gives you everything you need. It's also, the course is also, you get CEs that are accredited by the ANCC, and I want to say the AAMP too. All those details are in the article, which I'll put in the description box. But yeah, I highly recommend everything he's done, including he has some new live events. So he had the first inaugural conference back in the fall, and he has another live event coming up in May. Um, but yeah, I just can't say enough about how much I appreciate what he's done, what he's built, how he's helped change my life. I wasn't even thinking about becoming an entrepreneur in healthcare. I mean, I was really on the fence about staying in healthcare because I had learned so much about business and entrepreneurship, like during the pandemic, and what other people were doing outside of healthcare. And it wasn't until I came across him that I saw that there was actually a way for me to stay in healthcare, use the knowledge and experiences that I've acquired and apply it to this new area of entrepreneurship and innovation. So yeah, something I had always really been playing around with, but never knew it had a name, never knew that I fit that category. And just as time goes by, I realized more and more, like at periods of my life where, man, that's what I was doing. I just didn't know it. And a lot of that just has to do with exposure as well as mentorship, which is huge. So speaking of mentorship, I started the virtual Preceptor because really what I'm trying to do is solve the Preceptor problem, right? And so I have a phased approach to get there. The first phase is the virtual Preceptor, and that will evolve into different phases, but phase one is digital content. So I opened up the Etsy shop. Eventually I'll sell these products on my website. But Etsy is just a great place for nurses. It's a market, right, that's well known in nursing. And so it's wise if you want to create something for nurses that you put it there, because even if they don't know you, they know Etsy. They're going to go there. They're going to come across whatever you're creating. I have to get on board with marketing that more um, once I get things organized. But anyway, the shop is open. The first book is How to Become a Nurse, which I'm going to write an article about that this week. So I'll talk about it in the upcoming video. And then a mentorship guide for nurses and nurse practitioners, because it's just, nursing school prepares you for boards. Clinicals prepare you to start your practice, but everything else really comes from you. It has to come from you, especially if you're in derm, right? It's on you to then invest in your own professional and personal development, and mentorship is one way to fast track that, especially if you're in entrepreneurship. But even if you're not, what's someone can give you to help you speed up and not even just speed up, but just be more efficient in how you navigate your professional career, from everything from your resume to interviewing to negotiating to getting what you want to being satisfied to having the support that you need to knowing when it's time to move on to knowing when it's time to move up. And to know what other ways you can leverage your experience and your influence. Mentorship is huge. I have to give credit to Cindy, one of the DID leaders, is that it's not just about opening the door for people. It's about keeping it open. And that's what mentorship is, keeping the door open so that you can um, make your dreams come true, whatever that might be. So, um, yeah, so those are the first two books, the mentorship guide, and it has everything from scripts to like, especially if you're just kind of looking for a mentor, you don't know where to start, what and how to navigate that communication, that conversation, to hit on all the things that potential mentor needs to hear to determine whether or not you're a good investment. It's in this guide. Scripts for email, social media, and phone. If you decide you're going to do a cold call, I have lots of questions in there to help you recognize what it is you signed up for. And it's going to have all the questions that a potential mentor is going to want to ask you, but not just mentors, also future employers. If you're still in school and you're going to go for scholarships, so you can repurpose these questions and answers for other parts of your journey. Um, yeah, and I have specific needs, and so I have specific needs for students, whether they're in their bachelor's, master's, or doctoral program, what those students really need, and also how the mentor can support them. There's a calendar in there. There's notes pages. Yeah, I think that covers most of it. So that's one book, The How to Be a Nurse. So that was, yeah, we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, you can find those two books in there. I'm working on my first dermatology ebook, and I'm so excited about it. I should have it up and available for purchase by May. Yeah, by Nurses Week. I think that's a good goal. Lots to do before Nurses Week because we also have the podcast. And so getting that ready for season 3, and just filmed another 73 questions. And so that's fun and exciting, and ended up getting another invitation to be interviewed myself. And so looking forward to that. That one we're going to talk about business, which I'm really, I mean, I do that all the time. So really excited about that. And the person who I'm going to do it with is just fabulous. Really, she's like my sister. I guess there's really no reason. I don't have to hide her name, right? So yeah, you'll hear it here first. So I interviewed Dr. Farah, Laurent, a doctorally prepared nurse practitioner out of New York. She came to an interview, talk to us about sepsis for the show, and also 73 questions. She's a nurse career coach, and she has just a dynamic personality. You're gonna love her, and she's in the entrepreneurial space. She's in the social media space. She's published. Yeah, she's doing it. She was just on the Jennifer Hudson show, and yeah, and she has a podcast, the Nurse Dose, I want to say, with Farah, and so that's the one that I'll be on, and so I'll keep you posted when that is available. I think that covers everything, friends. If I forgot anything, please let me know. You can message me directly or leave a message in the comments. Certainly go to the description box and read the latest article on the Mahogany Dermatology blog, and visit the virtual Preceptor Etsy shop. Please share this video and all my resources with students who are thinking about derm, aspiring to be in derm as either a nurse or a nurse practitioner, or maybe for your DMP project, you're looking for an idea. I have lots of them, and I would love to help you brainstorm and navigate. I'll even love to be a reader. I love reading and editing, so looking for that opportunity as well. Still working on my first article for the Journal of Dermatology Nurses Association. Yeah, I'm going to be releasing an article on the current state of dermatology nurse practitioner organization soon. I don't know if I'm going to put that on the blog. It's definitely going to be in the ebook. I'm still debating on whether I want that to be a separate article. So maybe I'll just talk briefly about it in an upcoming article. Yeah, if there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know. And if you want to co-author with me on the blog, or you just want to author your own article, more than welcome to do that. Mentorship is always available. I can just email me and I'll send you the calendar link. We'll set that up, get that going. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. And yeah, I just appreciate your support. Everyone's been so kind. And yeah, I just so grateful for this opportunity, this platform. And yeah, I just encourage you all to tell your story and to share your experience because someone's always watching and someone can always learn from what we have been through and what the information we have acquired. If you've been doing this for 5 years, you should be sharing your story. If you've been doing this for 10 years or more, you should definitely be writing, adding to our body of knowledge. And if you've been doing this for 20 years, you should definitely have your own book, friends. I've talked to so many clinicians here lately who've been in the game for a long, long time. And they haven't written anything. Because when you walk out that door, you walk out this industry, you walk out with a walking library, and that can be passed on. That should be part of the legacy that you leave behind. Don't underestimate or undervalue your contributions. Okay, that's enough because we know I can get long-winded. So thank you so much for watching, and I will oh, you know what? I think I have my I know I'm leaving. I just want to Oh, you know what? I sent my mom a walking pad. We're doing Alfred Street Baptist Church is doing a 75. Oh yeah, I definitely wanted to mention this. The 75 day challenge. So started yesterday and it goes for 75 days, which will be the first day of summer. It's two options. It's 75 hard or 75 easy. For the hard, you have to do two 45-minute workouts. One has to be outdoors, drink 1 gallon of water, read 10 pages in the Bible. You can pick your own diet, no cheat days, no alcohol. That's the hard one. The easy one, one 45-minute workout. You can, why am I trying to do this in my head? Let me pull it up for you. And I'll see if I can get the link. Right now I just have a QR code, so that's a bit hard for me. I have to figure out how to because I tried finding the link before. Oh, I was checking to see if oh yeah, I do have an exciting meeting this week. I'll update you next video on how that goes, actually. It's about hair. I did call the derm clinic about my laser because I decided to wait till the fall to do the laser. But that follow-up appointment is next week. So um, I wanted to check on that. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you about the 75 easy. So the 75 easy is one 45-minute workout a day. You still over 10 pages. I think you just drink 1 liter of water. Let's see. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, you drink 3 liters of water, read 10 pages a day, alcohol only in social settings. What about those social butterflies? One food cheat. One food cheat day. One rest. Oh, they get a rest day. And one 45-minute workout. And so that's from April 6th to the 20th. And it's part of their Kaya ministry. So yeah, if you're interested, maybe I don't know if that will work, if I can put this up here for you. Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to scan that. Let's see. So I'll see how I can get the link in there. But yeah, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And thank you for those of you who leave comments. I really appreciate it.